Hey everybody, it is so good to be here with you today. I am riding an emotional high at the moment because we just got done with our 3-day jiu-jitsu event for the over 40 crowd down here in San Diego called Old Grappler Summit. We had 30 participants come down from all over the United States and even Canada, which just blew my mind. You know, if you have never been to a jiu-jitsu event, a camp, or a jiu-jitsu retreat before, yes, of course, you're going to learn some techniques, you're going to improve your jiu-jitsu, and I want to show you some of that technical footage here in this video and hopefully help you improve your game. But the real magic is in the bonding, the friendships, the camaraderie. We had 3 days together plus a social event. And I was sad the day that everybody left because everybody was amazing. And I found myself thinking, man, it would be cool if these were all my regular students. So I want to show you some footage today from that event. And by the way, before I do that, I want to mention that on April 16th, 2024, a week from today, I'm going to be in Holland, in the Netherlands, teaching a seminar at Energia Martial Arts. I'll put the link on the screen. If you live in Europe or if you live in Holland, click the link for more information, and I would love to meet you and train with you. One of the themes of this weekend was pressure. You need to learn to slow people down if they are bigger, stronger, younger than you. Or if you're just, you're a little weaker. Maybe they're not younger, but you have some physical limitations. You have to be able to slow people down. It's much easier to slow people down than it is to match their tempo. And how do you do that? Well, you do that by attaching and doing certain things to apply pressure. So I want to show this first clip is going to be a concept that might be counterintuitive, which is the idea of putting your opponents under pressure, even though you are on the bottom, stuck in side control. So let's check that out. So we think of positional dominance as being something that happens only with the person on top. But when you go with somebody good, positional dominance happens from the bottom. So for example, and we can try this. I'm gonna have you guys try this out. So put me in inside control. Right, locking down inside control. All right, so he has positional dominance, of course, right? But now who has positional dominance? Escape. Right? So again, attachment. You have to be attached in a dominant way. And that's a big subject. Let's maybe drill this. So we'll put you in side control. And I don't know if everybody can see this. I want to take the underhook arm. I want to get a big bite on the biceps and tuck that in under the hip. There's a little shelf. Everyone kind of come around so you can see this. So we're here. Even if it's tight, he's really got me. I need to get the biceps, get that shelf, get under the shelf with that elbow. Now I'm connected here. Now with this arm, this might seem counterintuitive. I'm coming to the other side of the head. I'm giving him an arm triangle if I don't stay heavy. But I want to stay heavy, maybe even grab the belt. So now I have 2 points of connection. Okay, I need a third point of connection. Maybe it's just my knee wedged into the hip bone on this side. So I've got one connection on the hip bone, one connection on the knee to the hip, and I've got postural control. What I'd like to do is wedge that knee in. Close the door with your knee. Yeah. So I might not be able to accomplish that. But if I can even wedge it a little bit, great. And now just camp out. Look at the ceiling. Look at the texture on the ceiling and the beautiful lights. And have your opponent try to escape. He has to create space. And there will be a moment where he's pulling He is pulling, okay?
Yeah, it was tight. It was like,
There will be a moment where he has to pull. He has to create space in order to get himself out of that position. And that's the moment where you're like, boom, and then you're out. So let's everyone try that, because it's kind of a game changer. Especially if you're tired, you're on the bottom, you know you can't get out from this guy's side control, but so what? Just put them under pressure. Eventually they have to create space, and if you're waiting for that moment, you come in. Yeah, so bicep, get under the hip. I mean, I'll come around and make sure you guys have it right. That's it. There's some technique to it, so go. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Devin, can I use you again? Let me show the sweep. I'll just go over the position one more time. Some of you guys were pretty close. So order of operations. Number 1 is I have to deal with the cross face. Okay. Now, maybe I get a frame initially and I push up a little. That's what's going to let me get more meat of the biceps. Go ahead and come around, everybody.
We're doing the monkey grip from the inside, not the outside.
Yeah, no, on the inside. Feel like, so if it's real tight, I might need to create a little bit of space just to come around and really get it. I don't want to cheat this. I'm in deep. Now I'm in. I've got his hip. Now I can come around, get the lat. Lat's good. The belt's good if you can get to the far side. But what I really want is this. I really want downward pressure. Okay. And then you can start bringing the knee in. This is an awesome place to be. I mean, I'm out, basically. I'm basically out, you know. Number 2 is if I can intercept this cross-facing arm either here or as he's coming in, right? If I can intercept and come through, there's a super easy sweep. So he's passing my guard. Catch this. Come over the top. Now I need to go inline. And we can take him over. Now I can still do that from that worst case scenario, but it assumes that I can get a little bit inline with him. So I get grip, come over the top. If I can walk in this direction, and I've got him, I'm not going to release this. I'm crushing him from the bottom here. And maybe we'll talk about that when we get to maybe some side control stuff later. Retaining those underhooks with pressure and control. Because it's very dominant. Again, it's attachment. You got to attach. So let's do this a tiny bit more. And for those of you who want to do that sweep, you just have to get inline. So he's in. I think my position. It's hard to sweep him from here. I mean, I might if I'm much bigger than him, right? But if I can walk in this direction, come around. This overwrap is money because I can really make him suffer. Oh, you all right? I mean, and I've got this arm too. I mean, he's, we got. Don't just give up stuff. When you sweep him, you're attached. Take a minute and enjoy the attachment. See what's next. So 5 more minutes on that. 1, 2, 3. I hope you enjoyed that clip and it helps kind of expand your thinking about the idea of applying pressure. This next clip is a way of applying pressure when you are on top and you have somebody in side control. So let's check that out. Yeah. So, I reserve this for guys that are really strong, really big, and, just those guys that you got to be able to stay attached and you're about to lose it. So if we're in this position or however, right, sometimes they're moving, I can just bring him over and overwrap. And then it becomes a precision move right here. So I'm putting my ribs into his sternum right here, and I'm getting up on my toes. I want to interrupt his breathing. If I can slow his breathing down, you bump fists with some guy that's 20 and muscular, like you have to find a way to deplete their tank. And the only way to deplete their tank or to interrupt their breathing, slow their breathing down. If I can slow their breathing down from 100% to 70%, now they're really compromised, especially if you're redlined. And a lot of times it just happens naturally. We're passing, he's getting to his side, he wants to turn into, great, boom, I've got it. I'm underneath, I can pull up, I can drive into his sternum. You have to kind of feel it. It's taken me a long time to. I want the bottom hand under his, basically under the sternum, underneath, on the spine. So here, someone else. Let's have someone who wants to feel it.
I know.
Okay.
I do it.
No. It's fine. Let's try this. So we're rolling. I might lift him, put that down. So it's right there. Because now his back is a little bit off the mat. If I want to be real mean, I could make a fist, but let's not do that. That's just your sternum. Yeah. This allows me to pull in a little while I'm driving down.
Don't you afraid your hands can be trapped?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to, so right here, the solar plexus, right there. I'm going to take my floating rib right there and just stick it right there, get up on my toes, and I'm just trying to drive that into him. Here, get on my toes, precision move. Yeah, so I'm really just I'm making myself like a sack of potatoes, just super heavy, just trying to just in there. And if I can lift his head even, and I'm pulling my arms up. I'm pulling up as I'm driving in. I shouldn't be showing you guys this. This is mean. Do it again. Who else wants to feel it? Oh, okay, the oldest guy in the room. Please, Rick, don't hurt him.
You signed the waiver, right?
It'll be one and done. The lawsuits and. So here. Now he might be able to take it more. He's a little more robust. But the thing is, all I'm doing is really, you can't breathe normally.
No.
You can't breathe normally.
I can breathe, but
and
in 3-4 minutes into a match.
Yeah, and you're not breathing hard. But when you're breathing hard, every molecule of oxygen matters. And so we're here. I can also really turn that head.
Oh yeah.
If I want to just be kind of mean, and we'll just camp out, whatever. And then once I'm ready, then we can come up and start our whole sequence. Slow them down.
Yes.
There's 4 minutes left on the clock, and it took you a long time to get to the top. And if you tap him, you got to start over again. And he's tough. Maybe cook him a little bit.
You're trying to slow down the clock. You're trying to speed up the cat.
I mean, strategy. You need strategy. We deserve strategy, right? Who else wants to? I mean, you guys are all going to do it, but come on. I almost always do it on this side. I'm better on this side. We're all,
Oh, then I want the other side.
Yeah. What's funny is, when I got my blue belt, I had to demonstrate techniques on both sides. I was real balanced. My purple, I was real balanced, both sides. Eventually, you're like super one-dimensional because, passing to one side, doing everything on one side. So, here. Oh, yeah. And I'm good here. I'm continuing to try to get that.
Oh, yeah. It's like that.
He sounds like he likes it.
Chris Howard.
And,
So does the bottom hand matter as much as the precision's right here?
the precision's there.
But this is just
That's
to create
what
leverage.
keeps you from getting out. And by the way, guys, sometimes just in the battle, we end up, sometimes you end up with this arm.
This is the back. Lay on.
Let's say I pass to this side, and I end up with this arm on this side.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
That's okay too. I can then put my shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just.
Oh, you have the shoulder in the solar plexus.
You can put your shoulder in. If I'm on the near side, I can put my
So
shoulder.
the trick is just creating that kind of the space underneath, so it's got a place to compress. Yeah, that sucks.
Sasha.
And he's not going to tap. He can breathe, right? Bigger guys, you're not going to tap them with this. Oh, yeah, no, I feel it. But, and you keep, like, I'm constantly adjusting. I'm, like, rotating around, trying to feel that solar plexus. I can feel I'm in it now. Yeah. Because it just dropped in. My rib dropped in. It's this precision move. You kind of wiggle around until you, there it is. I'm locked in. So, everyone, yes. Sean, I'll do this all day. I'll do this all day.
Dude, we're paying you. We don't I'm losing your life.
I learned this from Roy Harris, the pressure master. Like, I think I was a blue belt at the time, and it took me years to kind of figure. He does it differently. He'll tell you which organs he's displacing. Whole nother level of nerdery, right? But I figured out how I do it. I don't know if it's how he does it. All I'm trying to do is disrupt his breathing a little bit. Yeah, he can't breathe normally right now. I'm just heavy on him. And it's fine when you're at resting heart rate, but if his heart rate is 150, 160, this matters. You know, guys will groan and they'll moan, and they will invite you to, they're like, please get to some other position. Okay, push away. Good. Then we can catch. So let's take a minute, everyone kind of, person on the bottom, be like, no, it's not quite. Oh, yeah, that's it. Help them out. Don't tell people I told you this. But keep it in your back pocket, because there are those guys that deserve it. Sometimes it's the young bucks, they need to feel it. They need to be like, no, you're not messing with this old guy. So, all right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, we had a great time that day, and I hope those techniques actually help you in your own journey. And if you like content like this, I have a brand new jiu-jitsu course called My Favorite Moves. It's a collection of 35 or 40 of my favorite techniques, not just offense. I get into a lot of defense as well. What I wanted to do with this course is make it very fast-paced with very high entertainment value, so you can watch it and rewatch it and get a lot of information in a compressed period of time. If you're interested in it, just go to my website, rickellis.com, or check below, because I'll probably have a coupon code available. I am off to Europe tomorrow, and I am very excited to reconnect with all my European friends and make some new friends while I'm there. I plan to do a lot of filming and vlogging and make a lot of content while I'm out there. So keep checking back, because there will be some new stuff for you to watch and hopefully entertain you. All right, it's nice to spend some time with you, and I will talk to you next time.